So my new bearings have rocked up. Before I install them though, what I want to do, I want to install a little grease nipple onto the headstock. I'm thinking about there, which then will allow me to pump grease in at a later date to keep everything nicely lubed up, so me stripping everything down. Let's get that in first. So I'm going with a 3/16 BSF because that's what I got from another job. I got a load of them. There we go. Just clean my old bearing shells out because I'm going to use them to help me drive in the new ones, and you can see they're quite pitted. They're definitely worth a change. I think this was a top one, which ain't too bad. Still got a bit of pitting in it, but that bottom one definitely a bit mullered. I've bought some new spacer rings because my old ones were a bit mullered because I caught them with a hammer when I was getting them out. That ain't sitting in flat though. Why is that not sitting in flat? Everything's clean. All I have to do is just use a bearing shell to seat it properly. Give that a tap. Right, where's my tool? Anybody remembers a cult classic in the 70s, the Scum? They'll know exactly what I'm talking about. A bit of a mishmash of bits going on. Is that going to be long enough? No. Hang on.
A few minutes later.
And this is where I need 3 pairs of hands. Right, this ain't gonna work properly. Let's try that again. Just give the other one a couple of taps underneath just to seat everything. I think we've got that one in. Alright, let's try again with the top one. So, little spacery washery thing. Sit flat if we can. Come on. Where's that not going down now? Come on, in you go. Better. That's it. Just give it a couple of taps to get it started. everything pretty much aligned. Get cranking. A little bit pissed there. Give it a tap that way. There we go. We're there. Looks pretty flush. So we'll just give it a couple of taps, seat it. And we knock out the old... Oh, you're not going to fucking believe this. I put that in the wrong way around. Twat!
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
What a fucking knobhead. That's a dickhead thing to do, wasn't it? I ain't going to get that out easily.
One eternity later.
Oh, that was tedious. Still a mistake to make. What I did, because I put it in the wrong way around, I should have put it in that way up so I could get a tool underneath to kick it out, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. So what I wanted to do is get it around so I could stick a slot in underneath and get the chisel in. Every day's a school day, yeah, and I'm an idiot. I've marred that slightly. I'll just tickle that with a file to tidy it up. We'll be alright there, and then clean all the swarf out. Now for the bit we all love. Where are we? More the merrier. Now to get the bottom bearing seated. Nice. Oh, well, I was expecting to hammer that on, but no, we won't bother. A bit loose that. Let's just make sure it has gone all the way home. Tube. I'm going to use my old fork tube. I'll give that a tap. Lovely. Oh, globbed even more grease on there. Top bearing's already in place, just to help line everything up. Just good there. Bit of wood. Wood is good. Just to help hold that in place. Pop that down there. Just bearing it. Lovely. Don't forget the cap, need the cap. And a ratchet on the floor that I need. Where's that gone? the right way around there, wouldn't it? Right, let's try again, shall we? Am I fucking missing something here? I've got to be fucking missing something, haven't I? So you get everything put back together and then realise you haven't put the headlight things back in. Clips into there. It's into there. Now we can get it nipped up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the headlight put back in and everything, and then we'll come back just for final nip up on all of this sort of stuff to make sure everything's squidging around nicely and lines up.
A few moments later.
So that's everything back on the front end. It feels okay. I'm just giving it a bit of a tweak just to make sure it's not too tight. That feels okay. But what I'll do when I do my final setup, once I've got my forks in, I will get everything nipped up and tightened up properly and make sure it's all nice and smooth. And there's no movement in the bearings or anything. So we'll get some grease thrown in.
"2,000 years later."
There we go. That's a load of grease squidged out the bottom. Oh, fuck yeah. Missed that bit on the back. Can't say there's no grease in there, can we? Yeah, that cleaned up. I think we have lubrication. Well, as it's a Triumph, it leaks oil anyway, so a little bit of grease won't hurt either, will it? That's most of it off, it'll stop it from rusting. It's always a good thing. So we'll have a quick check of the electrics, make sure everything's working and connected up. There's no problems with the harness. Oil lights on. Side light. Headlight, yeah. Home beam and dip. That's for a winner. Indicators. Back one's not working. Okay, let's have a look. That works. Brake light. Brake light on there. Can't squeeze it too hard because the caliper's hanging. Right, let's have a look for that indicator. Bear with me. Had a loose connection in there. Sorted that out, so the indicators now work properly. I need to set the headlight beam, but I'll do that once the forks are back on and the bike is actually back on its wheels, so I can get everything done properly. The headstock bearings feel lovely, nice and smooth, not loose, not overly tight, nicely greased up. Once I've got the forks back on, we'll just double check everything, make sure it's okay. Hope this has helped. Thanks for watching.